since it's a rainy day, getting my saddle all cleaned up. I've got leather new over here and just an old rag. So I'm going to do what I call a complete clean out. So I'm going to undo all my buckles. I'm going to unbuckle all of my straps. I'm going to undo the fenders, undo the stirrups, take everything completely apart and clean it all, because since I've gotten this saddle, I really haven't done a full clean out. So we're going to do that, and we might need some WD-40 to get that off. All right, guys, so finally brought the clasp back to life. I thought I was going to have to take it off somehow off of the paracord connector that I made and replace it with a new one, but with persistence and with the help of WD-40 and a needle nose pliers, it is back to functioning for a little bit. But I had to literally stick the bottom underneath the paracord and grab hold of the latch and pull it apart with quite a bit of strength. And a lot of my friends say I have strong hands, but I either have a lot of weak friends or strong hands, whichever you want to believe. But I got it to work. This just shows that you should really do regular maintenance on your tech a whole lot more often than a lot of people do. So a lot of people hate doing this work, but if you're a true horse lover, you should love every part about working with horses, whether it's stall cleaning, tack cleaning, or riding and dealing with the horse, because all of it's connected. So I'm glad this is working, because I really didn't feel like having to get this all untightened, because it's really tight, and replace it. So I'm glad it's working again. I will definitely make sure and check it more often than I did the last time to make sure that it's still in working order. Is mainly rust, but with where this is located under the belly of the horse, that's where all the sweat goes. So it got sweat, which leads to corrosion. So I'll be sure to check this clasp a whole lot more often than what I did, because I haven't dealt with this since probably before I got bug in January. So over 10 months. So be sure to check your tack more often than what I did when it comes to clasps, conchos, anything, and you'll have your equipment last a whole lot longer than the average person if you take care of it and care for it and give it the attention it needs often. So another reason why to do an entire clean out. So we're going to go basically from bottom to top, starting with the stirrups. I haven't cleaned these since I put them on last year, so we'll get everything cleaned up. So here's Belle checking everything out. What are you doing, Belle? What are you doing? What are you doing? She's a good girl. Okay, so we've got the stirrup keeper off. We've got rolled stirrups, so I'll have to take those off. Back cinch. The off billet is nylon, but I'll still get it off and clean it a little bit if I can, but definitely condition these leather straps for the ties. Under here, it's pretty dirty. The rings are pretty good. I can definitely tell some tarnishing on the conchos. So get those cleaned up and spiffed up. The top where my saddle sack is Definitely has some rub marks, so we'll get those cleaned off. The seat's still pretty clean just because I ride in it a lot, stays clean and polished. So I'll take off my saddle sack, put it in my pile of things I don't need right now. And then on the opposite side, the conchos are still pretty good on this side. So I think I'll just barely touch on those. This one's pretty tarnished, so I'll probably do that one, but you can definitely tell the dirt is pretty dirty. So we'll clean up in there. This has a pocket for, they call it a hoof pick pocket on the back cinch on this side, so we'll leave that clean on the inside in between. And again, the rolled stirrups, a little Wally. And then this one also has the nylon, but it does have the leather straps, the leather tie, so I'll get that cleaned up. But you can definitely see on the insides of these stirrups that they've been worn pretty good. So we'll get them all cleaned up and we'll do it before and after.